Alright Internet, today we're going to be taking a look at the 2009 Godin SD. Beautiful, beautiful guitar, crafted in the US, Canadian company. That means all North American build. Beautiful finish. This one's got the tuxedo looks going on. Feels good on the body, feels good in the hands, got great tone. Short answer, if you're looking to buy one of these, get it. These things are awesome. They tend to go for much less than the value of the guitar, how excellent it is, the craftsmanship, everything. And so if you're looking for the short answer, is this recommended? Absolutely. I love this guitar, had it for a while, and it is just a fantastic guitar. So we're about to do a deep dive into the Godin SD. Alright, let's talk about the Godin SD's aesthetics. As you can see, it's got a beautiful finish on it, very nicely crafted. It's got the tuxedo look going on black. Very nice body. This is kind of a combination of a Telecaster and Les Paul. It's got two single coils and the humbucker here, beautiful setup, very nice craftsmanship all around, just looks very nice. A couple small nitpicky details. I think the back could probably have been buffed a little bit more, but this is, I mean, very nitpicky. And overall, it's just a beautiful instrument. The other nitpicky thing, it's got a metallic black finish, and it's hard to even see here. Metallic black finish, and the metallic doesn't really show up much, so it really looks just like black until you get very close and you're like, hey, it's got a little bit of metallic. I think the metallic could have popped a little more, but these are nitpicky. Overall, beautiful guitar. Alright, so let's talk about playability on this bad boy. Beautiful guitar, very lightweight, feels very nice in the hand, nice contoured body. Love this neck joint here, very nicely contoured, especially for an instrument in this price range, in the intermediate price range. Really excellent craftsmanship, beautiful maple neck, maple fretboard. Now, just a very small thing, you can tell that it's not one piece, and they could have possibly matched the grain on the fretboard a little bit better, but just small nitpicky detail. The neck is nicely finished there. It's got kind of a somewhere between a satin and semi-gloss. It probably started as a semi-gloss. This is a little bit older. Of course, it's not a new instrument. The fretboard itself also has some semi-gloss finish on it, which with the maple is fine, and it helps keep it from being stained and so forth. But really, just a super nice, very playable guitar. Just everything about it. It feels comfortable. It's lightweight. These have a very interesting hybrid body where they've got three pieces. The center slab is the rock hard maple, and then the side slabs are poplar. Very unusual design, but what that allows for is extra resonance through the center block, while the wings, as they're called, the outside pieces are poplar, which is lighter weight. So it achieves a nice, very deep resonance while also having that nice lightweight. Alright, so let's talk about tone on this guy here. Beautiful guitar, as we've been talking about, feels really right, but what are the tones like? Well, overall, it's a very nice SSH setup. It's got very easy, it's a one-on-one volume and tone controls. Now this has, you might be wondering what that dealie there is. This is a tuner that is built in. It's a very unusual and rare option. Mostly it works. There it goes. It just turned on. Sometimes it takes two or three kicks, but it works quite well. You could also use it as a cutoff switch because it does disable the electronics output. Unusual option though. This is the only one like this I've seen. I've seen in forums that other people have them, so they are out there, but unusual option. Tonality wise, you get a nice wide variety as you would expect from an SSH configuration. I think overall this is probably best suited to classic rock, country, blues, that sort of thing, but you could probably go further out into harder rock and so forth. But just a nice, you know, catch-all sort of configuration here. I will say that there's not a huge amount of tonal difference between these two pickups because they are wound identically. Their placement, of course, is going to give you a little bit of tone difference, but for variety, it would have been nice to have two distinctive pickups there. Just a small thing. The selector, all the electronics, other than that tuner's sometimes a little twitchy, but otherwise, and that was just something that they put in the factory, but was not of their own design. Otherwise, excellent, very, very high marks all around. Great guitar. The tones that you can get, now you can hear in the background as I'm talking, the sound that's coming through is a recording that I made on this guitar, and I just went through positions 1 to 5 with kind of in between on the tone to give you some background music, but you can hear the tones, a lot of different variety there. Now I tend to play more on the blues, country, classic rock scale, but that's just my personal, you know, preference. Just when I'm noodling, that's the kind of stuff I do. So you can get a feel for the flavor of tones, but really an excellent guitar. Now, craftsmanship on this guitar is what you would expect from a North American build. Very, very well done. You don't see any seams. There's no rough edges. The paint, everything very, very nicely done. The body contours. A sign when you're looking at the quality of a guitar, if it's got a bolt-on neck, something that you want to look at is there any gap in this area here with the neck joint along there. I usually use a pick and try to see, can you get the pick in there, right? This thing has perfectly flush seams. That means it's very, very well built, well installed. Everything is crafted perfectly, and I mean, overall it is very, very fine. Now, a couple small nitpicky things. The tuners are very good. They've got this nice graphite feel. They're overall very good. They're branded tuners, but not the most stable I've seen. Definitely not as good as something like the PRS tuners. They're overall very good, but maybe if you're really trying to make this a top tier instrument, put some better tuners in it. Just a small thing though, it'll certainly, they work fine, but you can get some more stable stuff out there. The other thing, and this is just small, but the pick guard, so when it's the Fender style like this, you have all the electronics mounted on the pick guard. Well, you need a really strong pick guard in order to handle all that. And this is not flimsy by any means, but as I was working with this and getting into it, I just noticed the pick guard could be a little bit more rigid, a little bit sturdier, considering that it's so large and has so much going on with it. Again, nitpicky. These are just small qualities. Overall craftsmanship, neck joints, all the little minor details on it are just wonderful. I will say, just another very small nitpicky thing, these string trees are okay. They could be a little bit nicer. I prefer them when they're a little more rounded. Small detail, and something that's easily remedied if you want to do a couple small upgrades to this guitar. But overall, for the price point that you can find these squarely in the intermediate range, these are advanced to pro level guitars. Absolutely wonderful guitars. So let's talk final thoughts and just general vibe of this guitar. As I said, this one has the tuxedo kind of feel to it, very classic feeling, would be great in like a classic rock band or blues band, something like that. Really wonderful. The overall craftsmanship and everything, as we've been talking about, is just fantastic. Excellent guitar in every way. Small nitpicky stuff, but considering the price point of these guitars, fantastic. They are, as the community tends to say, they hit way above their weight class. They're punching way above their weight class here. This is a really well crafted guitar that you're not going to outgrow. So if you're considering this as a step up intermediate, or even if you're lucky enough to get one of these as a beginner, this is a guitar that will grow with you, that the more you push it, the more you're going to get out of it. Fantastic guitar, can't stress enough. Love the Godin build quality. It's just, it exudes excellence in every way and is worth really much more than they go for price point wise. So if you've enjoyed this, if this has been helpful to you, please subscribe. You know, all the social media stuff, just trying to get started here, and thank you for watching. Have a great day.